Okay, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get started to trade with VWAP. Yesterday, you understood the concept and you know that it is candle specific and that it's about the cumulative volume, cumulative value divided by the cumulative volume. If you have not seen the video of yesterday's video, go ahead. There's a link right at the top. Go ahead and watch that, and then come to this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to get ready to trade with VWAP. Okay, obviously the first thing you need to do is you need to pick a stock. Pick a stock. I will show you the screeners tomorrow. Right? Not right now, because right now I'm still on theory, and you need to understand how to, you need to completely crunch the concept of VAP and how it works. So let me start. Once you have a stock and the stock you chart the stock, you add the indicator VWAP and you add the volumes over here. Okay. Now the first thing you need to watch, you go to the day, you go to the 1 day setting, and you look at the trend of the stock. Okay. Now we are in a choppy market right now. In a bull market, how will the FNO stock move? It will move up 1, 2, 3, 4 days, maybe 5 days, and then it will react 2 days. Likewise, in a bear market, it will fall 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Then it will recover its value in the next 2, 3 days. Short covering and stuff like that. For that, you need to see open interest, and that's a different story. So let's get that out of the way. We are just talking about VWAP right now. So the first thing I saw was a trend of the stock. Okay, Larsen and Toubro, right? It's the trend is down. It's moving down, and there have been some bouts. 2 days down, 1 day up, 2 days down, 1 day up, but it's steadily falling. Now what I'll do? Now I know the trend. That what is tomorrow's potential. Now tomorrow's potential is right now US market is down 450 points. I just saw it. 450 points. The trade was India's. There's always the bad news already in, and I think tomorrow will be a dull day, a negative day. Anyway, so we know the trend tomorrow is negative for the Nifty. Possibly it can be a negative day for Larsen and Toubro as well. However, the stock has been falling for the last 4, 5 days, right? 5, 6, 6, 7 days out here. So let us see what has happened in the last 1 hour of today. So I am going to go to the 15-minute chart right now. Okay. Now look, the last 15 minutes are these 4 candles out here. I can see that with volumes in the last 30 minutes, there has been some recovery. Okay, so I'm going to say that yes, the trend for tomorrow is negative. However, there was some amount of short covering in Larsen and Toubro in the last 30 minutes. Something which also, if you look at this candle, it did not sustain. The short covering did not sustain, but that can be because of averaging. I did not follow it in a live market. Anyway, let me go back to the daily charts. Right, I will see the daily charts again, and it's on a downward spiral. It has covered this gap here, and it's about to break 1280. It's heading to 1288, 1289, 1290 right now. So anyway, that's a different story altogether. Now what I'll do is, now I'm going back to the 15 minutes. I'll watch 3 periods. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, 15. Now look at the angle of the VWAP. Okay, when it is drooping down, remember that it is always about the cumulative volume and the cumulative value. Okay, when it is drooping down, it means either the volume is rising and the price is falling, right? So now you can always correlate this with the volumes that you have over here. Okay, you can see that volumes are more or less steady over here. So that means the price is falling. That is why the line is drooping, right? Uh, somewhere you have huge volume, somewhere you have very little volumes, but it averages out right now. So always focus on the angle of the VWAP. For example, in this, the angle is moving up from here to here. Okay, price, anything can happen to the price. I'm going to show you how to work the price tomorrow. So the angle of the VWAP for 15-minute angle for today, it's downward, but there was some recovery towards the end. I would say that the overall global trend is negative, and for tomorrow, it's possible LNT will fall, but I'm going to monitor it again tomorrow. Okay. So this is the second thing that you see the angle of the VWAP. If the line goes up like this, it means it's on a bullish trend. Look at this. There was one big spike over here, and the VWAP crossed up. Had you brought over here, you would have gone richer. You know, it just zoomed from 1414 to 1521, right? And with huge volumes. So because it is cumulative value divided by cumulative volume, the VWAP line moved up very sharply. After moving up, if you remember, if you see this, it started drooping. That's a bearish trend. Again, you look at the line. You always look at the line. I'm looking at 1 day. I'm sorry, I look at 15-minute. Same story with 15-minute. You see, it's drooping over here. It moved up slightly over here. It's drooping. So that gives me the trend. The VWAP line, the angle of the VWAP line, it will give me the trend, how the stock is trending. Now I've shown you, I first derived the Nifty trend for tomorrow, negative. I've derived the LNT trend for tomorrow based on VWAP, and it suggests to me there was a little bit of short coming towards the end, but it could not sustain. And because the Nifty is negative territory tomorrow, this too also may be negative, right? And now I worked with volumes. Now how will I determine targets? I'll go to 5 minutes. Okay, I go back in history to determine targets. Okay, you just take any crossover. You know that when the VWAP crosses over, the price crosses over the VWAP, it's a bullish signal, and when the price crosses below the VWAP, it's a bearish signal, right? So let's take this for example. It crossed over here at 1338, right? From 1338, the angle of the VWAP started moving up, and it went on to it 1352, 14 bucks. Okay, here's 14 bucks. 1338 to 1352. Likewise, it crashed over here at 1338, and then it fell to 1335, 3 bucks, because later on it went up over here, as you can see. So here you have a range of 3 bucks. Here you got 14 bucks. Likewise, here it went up at 1328, 1329, it went to 1338, 10 bucks. So a VWAP crossover on a 5-minute or a 15-minute, you will get the same results on a 15-minute as well. A VWAP crossover target, you have to figure out by going back in history and seeing how much, what was the, for example, let's take one more example. I should have cleared this up for you. Here it crossed below VWAP. It was 1359. The damn thing fell all the way to out here. Then it recovered a little bit. 1344. 1359, 1344, that's 15 bucks. And again it went to 1336. This time was a lucky time, from 1359 to 1336. 23 bucks gain. And you followed it. But there are chances in a choppy market when you're playing with 5 minutes in a choppy market. It may turn back in the next candle. Right? So, watching the VWAP line on a 5-minute or 15-minute time period in a trending market gives you more sure signals than it does in a choppy market, because in choppy markets trends can reverse. Nevertheless, it is very important, right? I'll go back. So what did I show you today? I showed you today the looking at you determine the trend of the stock. You look at the day charts and see how the FNO stock is behaving. Like I told you, in a bullish market, it will go up 4-5 days come down 2 days, stuff like that. I showed you how to look at the angle of VWAP. And I asked you to correlate VWAP with volumes. And I showed you how to fix targets based on historical data of VWAP. And tomorrow, I'm going to show you stock screeners and how to trade with VWAP. Perhaps I'll do this in a live market. So I'm going to stop this video for now, and I'll see you in the next video. If you have any questions, drop them at bulbulstocks@gmail.com. Thanks for viewing this video, and goodbye.